Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm France Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up at frenchiestamps.com. Today it's a little vintage Christmas card. I am using the Christmas season, and that is a bundle. So you, excuse me, you get the stamp set, and it's a two-step stamp set. So you get the pine cone, you get the branch, but the pine cone you see one on top of each other, the same for the small one. So you get quite a selection in this. One thing I want to point out, let me bring my catalog. It's kind of marked all over, but that's okay. You guys are going to see what I'm talking about. So it is on page 18, but if you look on page 16, the Painted Christmas Suite, you got it coordinate also with the Christmas to Remember. So that's all the fine detail. You get the pine cones and then the greenery. So both of them would coordinate together. We're just using the Christmas season today. And I am using this with the lovely embossing folder. It's a 3D embossing folder. The music note. And it's called Merry Medley. So I already pre-embossed that and already cut, let me move this, cut all the stuff here. So I'm going to share how we're going to make this vintage card over here. So first thing you want to emboss, and I want to make sure I'm going on the right direction here. I think, okay, it goes this way. So now I am using the two color really that I'm using on this is going to be soft suede and crumb cake. And the green, I'm going to have all the color below in the description. You're going to have the direct link to my blog. So we're going to start with soft crumb cake. Crumb cake. And let me bring a scrappy paper here because we're going to make a little mess. So I want to have the top of the note very much pronounced. So I'm going to take this flat and drag it. Turn it around and drag it. You don't press hard. You just try to go on top of the note. But don't worry if you get some that go behind. Like here you see it went on the edge there. It's just going to give more vintage look. That's it. Now, some of you are going to take a deep breath when I'm going to do this, but that's okay. Rip, rip, and we're going to rip here. And then where I rip, I take my finger and roll this a bit. I think the ripping really make it look even like something that's been hanging out or hanging out here in your place for a long time. The paper gets ripped and so on. So I just roll this, just press and roll and give some character to this. Okay, now I'm going to use my blending brush, and then I'm going to use that with crumb cake. I'm going to bring our crumb cake. And I like to start on my scrap here and just brush. It don't matter if it's smooth or not. Like I said, when it's vintage, it don't have to be all equally. Here I'm going to put a little bit more use to it. And where we got it open, I'm going to go with a little bit darker. Okay. Here we go. Okay, now I'm going to keep my soft suede and go like a bit on the side there to have. So you just play with the color till you're happy with it. So now we're going to leave it that way. Now we're going to decorate it. Before I decorate it, I like to glue this piece on my soft suede. So this one here measure 4 by 5 1/4. The soft suede 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And all measurement will be on my blog listed below. It's going to go right to that blog post. And I like to put quite a bit because it's embossed there. We're going to smack that right here. So it's just a tiny little border. Oh, I get glue on my fingers. I like to press that in the back. Et voila. So let me bring all the element that I get here. I just stamp a bunch and cut and see what I'm going to build, right? Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the greeting. So the greeting, that is from the stamp set Evergreen Elegance. And if you notice in this one, I get little opening, right? And I figure, it don't show that much. First, I thought to put ribbon there, and I decided to put my ribbon there. So I skipped this, but let me show you how that was done. So you see, you get the long one also. You can do for a ribbon. You can put a slit here and a slit there, or here, all in those frame, and you can pass the ribbon. They show that on page 18 of the catalog. Let me, so on page 18, you can see here how they pass the ribbon. Those little slit there, that's with those part. And today we're using the tiny one on the card that I already done. So, here you would take, it's 2 of them, so you can do it at the same time. So I cut this first, and then I place this, and then roll it through the machine again. So that's how that part was done. But today, like I said, we won't put the ribbon there. So this is going to go there, but before we put that there, I like to build the bottom. I did different color in my pine cone. They all stamp on crumb cake. This one is soft suede early espresso, and this one it's crumb cake on crumb cake, and then soft suede at the top. So I'm going to use the big one and this, and on my element, and then I get the little branch. Again, it's all from the same set, and you get the dies for this. I want to have a little bit of bling on that. Now the berries, you can have like berry branch. See that go right on the top here. So you would have the green and the berries at the top. Well, I don't want the branch. I just want the berries, and I want 3 of them. So the kind of the loose one, I just went with my scissors and snip that off. So that's how we're going to get the 3 berries. So we need 2, a small and a large ollies. Okay, so the rest it's extra here. Let's remove that out of the way. Here we go. Now I took my wink of Stella and I just flickered this. I wanted a little bit of shiny on the elements. So here we go. That's it. I bet in the video you don't see that much, but in real life it's just at that little sparkle of Christmas. Now we're going to take our 2 pine cones. I was looking for words, and I like to attach both of them together first. So I'm going to put the glue dots at the bottom there, and we're going to put that like this. Now we're going to use where is it? Dimensional, but very important that the dimensional, we're just going to put like at the bottom here and about there, because we're going to slide the branch on the side and the top there. So you want place to be able to slide your branch, okay? When we're going to glue this on our card here, you want to put it up a little bit from the corner. I see this rip should have been in another place, but that's okay. I'm going to put that like here, and the reason why you want to lift that up a bit, it's the place you get space to put your the bow we're going to put with ribbons there. So now these, I just glued that with glue dots. So I put a glue dot in the back. And I go right under here, so you see why you didn't want too close. Your dimensional, because you want to slide this. And then one in the center here. And then one on the other side. So this is on All Olive, and it's stamped with Evening Evergreen. Okay, so now we got this. For the bottom, what I use, it's the lace here. It's called Diamond Weave Ribbon. Diamond Weave Ribbon. So you're just going to cut, I'm going to say about 2 inches. Now I took a piece of linen thread that I fold in 2. So just take... So about 12-inch fold in 2. It's going to be too long, but it's easier to work with long than short. And we're going to tie this on the ribbon. I did start it there. I'm going to put that right there. Here we go. Used to put that on my legs, and it's easier than... Okay, tie this bit. Now we're going to do a little bow. Like this. Okay, now we're gonna fix our bow here. Okay, I want my bow way smaller than this. So now you can take those tail and bring it down. Oops. And I want this different size, so I'm going to pull on one. Here we go. So now we got like a double bow. One of it, here we go. So now we got a double bow. Here it was folded in 2, so we're just going to cut that. Now it's the magic of the glue dots here. So take the tails, bring the tail down. My bow went on. Here we go. Fold this like this, so you hold everything. Put a few glue dots, like 2. And then we're going to do some magic with the glue dot if it's not just right. Take this, put that there. Oh, wrong way. You see, my tails need to go. Oh no, that's right. My tail go down. Just want to make sure my tail was going at the right place. Okay, now we're gonna just lift those, the bow. Make sure it's tight. Et voila. You get your double bow with, okay, this one wanna lift up there. What I like to do when that happens, oh, that's not the glue dots. I take a glue dot, put it under, and then press it down. Voila. So now I just have to fluff this. This one. Here we go. Et voila. See? You get that cute little bow. The other one, it's nicer. Let me pull a bit more here. Here we go. Much better. Et voila. How cute is that? Now, if this is too long, what you can do is just come here, cut a bit. I don't want to cut too much though. Here we go. So now you get a nice little element. So now after this is done, then you can go diagonal here. This I glue it flat. What I mean by flat, I didn't raise it up with dimensional. Just flat right there. Now we're going to take the metallic embellishment here, and this time, because I don't have the little hole, I'm going to use the bigger one right here and right here. It's so lovely, it's very vintage. Now we're going to do the hollies, I have to look for my words again. And this time, we're going to put the hollies more at the top. So let's put that together. And that I did those one flat. Here we go. Now I'm going to go as high as I can because I want to put the berries too. Even if it passes a bit there, that's okay. Then we're going to take our little berries. And pretty much I assembled this card with glue dots, right? And here we go. So now we got it at the top here. Now we're going to put that on our crumb cake card base that measure 11 by 4 1/4 score at 5 1/2. So it's a 10 card. Going to put that there so you see it's just a tiny little border. Now on the inside I stamp the little greenery. That's the one, the 2. So it's this one right here, but I just stamped on the side and came with the big one and so on. And I got my pine cone at the bottom. That's going to go inside. The other one on the inside I put the hollies. So let me share with you. Et voila. Here it's just a little bit. It cannot really pass because it has to fit in the envelope. So you don't want to pass the crumb cake. Here we go. And let me remove this dirty thing here. Going to look a little bit better. So, okay, this is the pine cone. Yeah, and here's the holly at the bottom. Et voila. So now you get your vintage Christmas card. Hope you enjoyed this. Again, the link is below to get all the supplies and color that I use. If you like what you see, give me that thumbs up. And also you get the subscribe button right below here. Thank you so much and have a lovely day. Bye-bye for now.